up, people? This is William Jones making videos about leaving religion. The purpose of the videos is to get you to think, turn your brains on and think, and use logic and use reason and realize that religion is fake. I'm doing this video today because it's a memorable day in my life. It is June 15th. And if you scroll through my videos, I did a song back in probably 2012. And it's on my videos called Testimony of a Lazarene. And I explained the video to people of what happened when I had a aortic dissection on June 15th, 2011. I got to keep saying that because in the comments everybody kept saying, you know, we're hoping for a speedy recovery. I told y'all that was 2011. This is the 11-year mark from that day. I made the video probably about 3-4 years ago. Speedy recovery, I have been recovered from it. I was just sharing the song with everyone called Testimony of a Lazarene, based off of the story about, I was a Christian at the time I made the song, so based off of Lazarus. Where's my pocket, my wallet? Off of Lazarus, that Jesus rose from the dead after he was dead for 4 days. So all of the comments, I just couldn't believe the comments. Oh, just hope you got a speedy recovery. Oh, I hope all is well. 2011, I'm being clear, it was 2011. Now I'm making this in 2022, 11 years later. No need for comments about a speedy recovery. I done had 3, 4, 5, 6 other surgeries since then. So that's done for, alright? Man, my glasses are dirty. All this sweat, you know, working in a factory, what have you. Yeah, before this video, it's a loosey-goosey. I don't really have a topic. I just want to talk because this is the 11-year anniversary of the day I went to the hospital for the aortic aneurysm. No, that was 2012. The aortic dissection. And people keep saying, what is an aorta? Okay, well, let me school a lot of y'all here, and I can show the pictures on the screen. Because I guess I didn't know as well what an aorta is. But let me school a lot of y'all of what the aorta is. I had an aortic dissection, which according to the statistics, what is it, 80% of the people die from it? 50% die on the way to the hospital. Now, I went to the hospital with an aortic dissection in one county, and I sat in the hospital, that was the 15th, 16th, I know I woke up Father's Day. Look at the year 2011 when there was Father's Day. I woke up Father's Day, and they had me, they were just holding me, they thought it was a heart attack. It wasn't a heart attack, it was an aortic dissection. What is that? The aorta is the main artery that comes off of your heart. Because of all the colors here, let's say that my fist is the heart. So from the heart, and this is the front, this is your chest in the front. The aorta comes off of the heart and goes down and behind the heart. From there it goes down and it supplies blood to your legs, arms. It's like the distribution center of your body. It's the distribution center. It sends blood to everywhere in your body. It's a big artery. Big. Not the little veins you poke and stuff. It's big. It comes directly from the heart. And mine was tearing as if you were blowing a balloon. And you know how you got a red balloon, and as you blow it, that red turns into a lighter red and turns to a pink before it pops. That's what the dissection is. Mine was the walls, they got walls on the aorta. They were tearing and it was separating, and eventually it will bust, and all of that blood that's supposed to go to your body pours inside of your actual body. No, all the blood that's supposed to go to your veins pours in your body, and you drop dead on the spot. There's no resuscitating you. You die on the spot, that's it. So I lived from that, wrote a song about it, thought it was a miracle because we didn't know about what it was. Just like right now, most of the people that watch this video have no idea what the aorta is. So I will put pictures on the screen to show you what the aorta is. We all have one. And sometimes it's not a heart attack. It can be your aorta is dissecting. Dissecting in medical terms means it's about to bust like a balloon. That's what it is. That's your main. Somebody better come in. I hear somebody talking. Let me check my phone. I got cameras all around the house. One of my daughters, I know that. Anyway, so, my daughter. She's about to come in. Y'all just be prepared. She's about to come in. I'm telling her to be quiet, go upstairs, do what you got to do. Anyway, so today is that day for that. In other news in my life, for a period after my last surgery in 2019, I could hardly stand up for 5 minutes. I know I gotta get to religion. I'm gonna get to the religion thing. Come on, just let me talk, okay? If I stood up for longer than about 5 minutes, it felt like lactic acid built up in my muscles, and I would have to immediately sit down. Like when you go to the gym and when you're doing your reps, and you know that burn you feel, and you got to stop because of that burn. That's the lactic acid. It has built up in your muscles, and you got to stop to allow for that lactic acid to leave your muscles for you to do the next set of reps. And because all of it doesn't leave, enter my daughter. Hey daughter, I'm doing a video.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Did you want to say hi? You cool?
I'll second.
Huh?
I'll second.
Okay.
Hey y'all.
Yeah, I can't even see you.
Why not? Hey.
Hey, looking like a Afro fist comb and
You're
shit.
doing that.
What was I saying? Hey, you made me forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah. I worked at after the surgery, I worked at Domino's, and I delivered at Domino's. If that wasn't what I talked about, I edited it. Whatever. So I met some good people on the job. I work with a lot of young people, learn how young people think. I work with millennials, and millennials are jacked up. But the Generation Z, y'all ain't ready for that. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, I met a good friend on the job. His name is Ken. And we became close. And Ken was old enough to be my father. He was like 70, 71, what have you. And we would talk here and there. After he left the job, I left the job, we still talk. And we would talk and catch up. Like, talk about hours at a time, just talk. And like once every week and a half, 2 weeks, we would talk and catch up. So then I started a new job. He knew about it. I worked 6 days a week, couldn't talk all the time, so I didn't get to talk to him as much. And then just lately we talked. I didn't hear from him. I go to call him, and he said his phone was out of the phone was disconnected. Now I'm thinking he's not one of those people who get their phones cut off. So I thought this wasn't right. So on a humbug, he moved back to Ohio. I Googled him, with obituary, and just to do it. And sure enough, his obituary came back. He had passed away at 74 years old. So my friend Ken, close friend, you know what I'm saying, had passed away at 74 years old. And I'm gonna put him on the screen in memory of him. And I really, really miss him, because to have somebody older than you who had some sense. Oh, and what connected us most was we had both left religion. He used to be a Christian. He left Christianity. Then he became a Muslim in the NOI, or the Nation of Islam. And he became a captain in the Nation of Islam, for what that means, and for what I understand, some people still call him captain. But he still left that. He left all religion. And you know, the difference was, I didn't believe in anything, no creator, whatever. I don't really care. He still says, you know, he will believe that there has to be some type of creator, but nothing where he's going to go to church, read a holy book or anything to that, you know, that degree. But we understood when people were praying and things, it just didn't make sense to do those things. And we could talk about everything. You hear me? When I got on the phone with Ken, whoever called, I swipe on my phone and say, I'll call you back later. Or I could just text you, hey, look, I'm on the phone with Ken, I'll talk to you later. And then I found his obituary, and that messed me up. And he looked like my grandfather. That was the crazy part. He looked just like my grandfather, who passed away in 1997. So my grandfather lived to be 69, and Ken passed away at 74. And he will be truly missed by me. And you know, I have twins, he has twins. I have 5 kids, he had 5 kids. I got grandchildren, you know, well, he has grandchildren, I have grandchildren, but he also has great-grandchildren. And he has some stories for me, and we had some stories, and we just talked about everything. And I will greatly miss him as a part of my life. And I wanted to do some videos, but mentally I just wasn't up to it, just reflecting that, you know, I was so messed up about him passing away that I went to go call him to talk to him about him passing away. And then I had to realize he's the one that passed away. I can't even talk to him about this. The person I talk to about everything, he's gone, you know. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So, and now my house is different. My daughter that y'all just saw, she moved back in. And I got my other daughter here, so now I got to fight to get the couch here and there to make a video. Aside from working all the time and everything else going on in life. So other stuff going on in life I don't want to mention, because it puts people's business out there, and that's not what the channel is about. Okay? Now, let me just switch gears right quick about the religious thing. So the last video I did where I talked about, you know, having conversations with the Christian guy at Sam's Club and the Hebrew Israelites over at Golden Corral. Let me just put this out here to y'all. I got a Christian troll. And somebody says, it's good to have these Christian trolls, because you know they're watching. Now, as I told y'all in the video, the last video, if you didn't watch, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to update you. I was at Sam's Club waiting in line, the line to get a pizza and some soda. And the older gentleman, when I say older gentleman, older than me gentleman, you know, who was behind me, wanted to strike up a conversation, which I did not want to. I was on my phone trying to look at my 23 notifications on Facebook to see what was going on. And he wants to talk to me, to all these phones. He disagreed with the phones and Ukraine and the world and everything, and how Jesus was going to come back and put it in order, and I didn't want to hear this mess. So the Christian troll, you can read in the comments for yourself, I don't give these people no props, like no name props. So Christians just lie. I just can't believe I would never ever think that you would associate Christianity with liars. I never thought you would associate that with liars. They're liars. That's why now when somebody say I'm a Christian, that means I don't trust you. Your credit score just dropped to a 550. I don't trust you. Because you're a Christian. That means you're a regular person who's lying like you're a good person, but you'll do regular person stuff. But then you'll ask forgiveness for it to make yourself feel better. So then it seems like you didn't do it because you're a Christian. I don't go for that. Anyway, the Christian troll, you can read the stuff for yourself. Going to say, oh, so no, we're really not hearing what happened because they got to make up a whole false scenario to accommodate their beliefs and how they feel. We'll say, oh no, so the Christian guy was on the phone when I told y'all the Christian guy was against being on phones and social media. No, the Christian guy was on the phone with another Christian talking about God, and you got all into his conversation. Doesn't that sound like a Christian? Doesn't that sound like a Christian? I tell you the man was bothering me, and you're going to flip it to say, no, he was on the phone. The man was not on the phone because he was against the phones. And I'm not so stupid that the man sitting 1 foot away from me who's not on the phone talking to me for the next 5 minutes before I got to tear into him, he's not on the phone. He's talking to me about his religious beliefs that I did not want to hear. But yet the Christian in my comment, oh no, he was on the phone with another Christian and then you got all into their conversation. Look at it for yourself. I ain't telling nobody's name because I ain't promoting these lying Christians, okay? I'm not going to promote these lying Christians. They be lying. I mean, if I say lying, either I mean two things. Either you're lying down, I mean the animal, or I mean Christian. It's one of them. For this point, lying means the Christians. So check that out for yourself, okay? Anyway, in the comments, this one this one person, I'm gonna say person only because I can't say whether it's a male or female. I would just say it's a person left a comment, and I said I like that comment, so I'm gonna read that comment. And again, if you want to see the comment for yourself, then you go ahead and see that. I'm gonna post it on the screen probably for y'all to see it, but watch this. This is what the person said in the comment for the last video. Watch this. Y'all listening? It should be on the screen, so you shouldn't be looking at me nowhere. Okay, here we go. Let me catch my breath. This is a long comment. I was on my way to the pet store, and girl, you know, let me start that again. I read that all crap. Let me start over. Okay, I'll watch this. I was on my way to the pet store and Girl, You Know It's True song came on the radio. The screen said it was Milli Vanilli. Most of us know about the scandal back in the day, but the radio still plays the song as being Milli Vanilli. I thought of how we run around with the Bible talking about it's the Word of God. The first 5 books are said to be by Moses. You can't even prove a Moses existed. There's books named after prophets like Isaiah and Habakkuk. Then you come to the New Testament and there's a book named Mark. Then Matthew, Luke, or John. We have Titus and Jude. Okay? When we look behind the curtain, you find out most of the time that the person the book is named after didn't really write that, or maybe only wrote a part of it, or never existed. Other men chimed in and added or edited with some Milli Vanilli is stamped on the title, claiming to be the author of the song. Girl, You Know It Ain't True Ooh, ooh, ooh. And folks running around here in love with some bullshit. Judaism, Christianity, Black Hebrewism, and Islam are all lip sync religions. That ain't God talking about anything. Dummies, puppets, ventriloquism, and we fall for the trick. I did for over 40 years. That's what was said. Sorry, y'all, I was reading screenshots and I had to scroll this way. I scrolled the wrong way and saved another picture, whatever. But that's what the person said, okay? And that's true. Milli Vanilli. And it's true, we all knew about the Milli Vanilli scandal. Who was behind the Milli Vanilli songs? Who was the artist who probably could have came out and made some actual real music in their own name? But those songs today are forever classified as Milli Vanilli. And when somebody says, oh, they Milli Vanilli, that's like Milli Vanilli is equivalent to when you say, oh, they went postal. You don't have to be in a post office for the term postal to be used. And that's what, with the young people, they don't know. I work with young people, they know jack. Generation Z, end of the line. They don't know jack. They don't know jack, okay? Back in the day, a post office worker went to the post office job and shot and killed some co-workers and what have you, all right? And now that term is called going postal. So you don't have to be in a post office to go postal. They don't understand that. So the Milli Vanilli, oh, they went Milli Vanilli. We understand that means they ain't sing that. Somebody else sang that, and they lip synced it and got the credit for it, but they ain't sing that. We get terms that go back, and that's how things work out. All right? I noticed I set it up. Well, y'all can't see the mirror. Because I have my TV paused. My son turned me onto this show on Amazon called The Boys with the superheroes and stuff. If you know about it, I just got turned onto it. The show is really good. I like it. And he sure knows what I like. He knows what I like for real. So anyway, back to dealing with religious things. I see stuff out there. I can't believe something. Well, I can believe it. I'm talking. I'm talking in the sense where can I use like phrases? Because people like when somebody say, "Oh my God," and they be like, "Oh, you're atheist." You say, "Oh my God," you really do believe in God. Because you say, "Oh my God." STFU. It's just a term. That don't have nothing to do with believing in God. When somebody says, "Oh, Jesus Christ," "Oh, you believe in Jesus Christ?" No, I just said that. It has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. But that's how silly Christians do, because they are so stuck on forcing people to believe the way they believe. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. But as always, I just can't believe the things I see people post. That they have to form a. Is this even legal? That you have to like make a fake world to live in the real world. They have to mentally construct a world that doesn't exist to support their beliefs, to be able to deal with the real world. If you understand what I'm saying. Ask them. I've said this a million times. What's the definition of atheism? And the simple definition is what? People that just don't believe in God, in a God or gods. That's it. Ask them. Well, they might say that part, but they believe in Satan, or they worship Satan, or they ask something, or it's not even, it has nothing, or they say, atheists worship Satan, then wouldn't that be not that's and you know what, technically that's not even a Satanist to the full degree. Not even Satanists on the full scale believe in a Satan, let alone worship one. It's just a play on the words. Y'all believe in God or Jesus, then we believe in Satan. And they don't, because they're saying you're God. How can you not believe in God but believe in the fictional character he created? But see, they can't separate the two. They can't separate the fact that you're playing with them to say, okay, well, you believe in God, I believe in Satan. Well, no, you believe in God, I'm a Satanist. Because God did all the evil stuff, so I'd rather be on the side of Satan in this mythical battle. But they can't separate that. So to them, Satanist means they believe in a literal Satan, when they don't. They don't. But they can't separate the two. That's the thing about being trapped in religion, is your mind is so bonded by the religion that you're stuck in this little itty bitty box where everything in the world, as your worldview says, has to fit inside your little Bible. But then the Bible is not true. So your worldview is actually skewed and screwed up, because the book you're basing it off of isn't historical, it's not real, accurate, nothing. It's a hodgepodge or a gumbo of stolen myths. The Old Testament is a bunch of stolen myths from other cultures. If these people were so-called in bondage to everybody, you mean to tell me, okay, well, let's just say this. You're in bondage to Israel for 400, you're in bondage to Egypt / Kemet for 400 years. What would you know from what y'all thought y'all believed 400 years before? Nothing. What would be the only thing you would know at this point? After you'd have been in bondage 350 years, and generations were considered about 30 to 35, 40 years. After 350 years, what would your beliefs be? The same beliefs of your captors. That's all you would know. Mind you, the whole Exodus story is not true. Disclaimer, Exodus story is not true, but let's just say that's all you would know is what Egypt believed. And you believe as well. But you know that for some reason we still slaves, so they don't really favor us, just like the black people in America who don't realize that the Jesus thing ain't really faring you too well. He's not really working out for you like he's working out for other people. There's got some other people who call Israelites who, they're not really Israelites, but they got a whole country and they get benefits and things, and all the preachers sending them money and what have you. So I'm just saying, you're not faring at all from the Jesus thing, other than you're giving money to other people. But it doesn't help you at all. So if you were 300 and they were in bondage 400 years, 420, depending on the story, what would you believe at this point? You believe whatever they believe. So what would you think Moses would have taught these people when he taught these people? Oh, well, God called him up in the mountain. More myths. More myths. Did you hear? I mean, I'm just saying, did y'all go up there and hear this stuff? No. It's just a mythical story. It's a mythical story. Moses believed it so much that he threw the commandments down and broke them and had to go back in the mountain for another 40 days. You ever worked after work and then got to stay after work? Who wants to stay at work after work? Nobody. Moses broke those commandments and God wrote another 10 commandments, but it was slightly different from the first ones he wrote. So if you got what he wrote, the ideas was good on this one, but he just changed them on the second one. So when you read Exodus chapter 20, you read Deuteronomy chapter 5, and it got 2 different sets of commandments, really? 2 sets of commandments. So God changed his mind on some of the commandments? Or was it 2 different sets of writers who wrote 2 different sets of commandments? And it's actually more than 10, those just are the first initial 10, and you get into the commandments, they get stupider and stupider as you read them. So, it is what it is. I don't know how long I've been talking. And the video might not be long enough for everybody to like it, or, I mean, not for everybody, to everybody's liking, let me say that. But I just want to drop a video on June 15th, 2022, my 11th-year anniversary of my aortic dissection, to share something. Because I've had a whole lot go on this past week. And I'm just like, everybody's calling me, asking me for things, to do things, and so on and so forth. And I'm just like, when I die, I'm going to really get my rest in peace. Like, wow, I mean, we don't know nobody else but me. So I've done a whole lot of stuff, and even now, it's like 8:15, I got to be to work in the morning, trying to watch the boys, the TV, and still remember lunch from work tomorrow, and a lot of stuff going on, so I'm trying to squeeze these videos in. I hope this will be up in the next day or 2, I don't know. We'll see. What y'all will see, when it's up, it'll be up forever. And I'm going to be out of here. Like I said, my other daughter moving back in. It's just so much going on. So much going on. I'm going to try to be vying to get the couch so I can make the video. I'll probably add them on the video while they watch the TV while I'm on the couch. So we'll see. I don't know. But anyway, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put this at the beginning of the video. Somebody asked me for my Cash App, and they hooked me up with some money for the video. And you know what? I thank you. Like I said, I don't like to mention names, unaware, unless you tell me to mention your name, for just sending me money for doing the video. I appreciate it on the Cash App. So what I'll do is just put the Cash App up here. I'm not the preacher or whatever. And if I put it at the beginning of the video now, they'll be like, oh, he asked for money now. I should have said it at the beginning of the video. I didn't think about that till now. But I ain't been asking y'all for money, so. Anyway, I just put the video in the description and slightly on the video. And if you want to send money, cool, I get it. Because I know I seen somebody had a birthday and they had their little Cash App on the back of their car saying this is my birthday, and I sent them some money just to do it. I just like to, I don't know, do it. On the radio station, little boy, he wanted a video game, something they had on the radio. I just sent him some money. Whatever, man. Just look out for people. I just like people to be happy. I send money to people who don't like receiving money, or who don't like receiving packages from Amazon. Come on. And I ordered some vacuum cleaner. Belts. They're supposed to come yesterday. I'm like, where my belts? Then I checked my email. There was like something happened, and they couldn't deliver the belts. So when it comes back, we're gonna refund you your money. I want the belts, but I work in a warehouse, so I get how it works. But a lot of times we be looking for stuff, and either we don't have it, it's got damage, and I get it. I wasn't even mad. Like, okay, I just ordered from somebody else. Send that money back. I need the vacuum cleaner belts. So it is what it is. I don't know. But look at y'all. Religion is fake. We're gonna keep on moving forward, doing what we're doing. Gas $4.50 a gallon. Anyway, and I will see y'all on the next video. Y'all take care out there. Peace.